when I work in reality TV. So what I do is so here's the process. So say you want to watch your favorite reality TV show, and first let me do it really quickly. Okay. Okay, so say you want to. That's good. That's good. So say you want to work on a reality TV show. Okay. So we get something called a mandate. A mandate comes from a network, and a network says, let's say it's Food Network. Food Network goes, we want barbecue pit chefs. That's what we want. Right now, our audience is into barbecue pit chefs. So they go to all of their favorite production companies and they say, hey guys, don't just say anything, but we're looking for barbecue chefs. So if you can get them, we'll give you like first shot at a show. So they're like, oh shit. So they get people like me to say, okay, we're looking for barbecue pit chefs. Go find as many as you can. We'll throw them all at Food Network, and then whichever one sticks, we'll make a show out of. So it's my job to research and find those people to make those shows. So I'll call them. I'll say, hey guys, it's ButtJuice. I'm here with ButtJuice Productions. We make reality TV shows for places like ButtJuice Network and ButtJuice Channel and stuff like that. I saw that you're a really good barbecue pit chef, and I've seen some of your stuff. It looks really, really fantastic. Would you be interested in doing a show? It's like a college sport recruiter, more or less. More or less, that's what it is. So they'll call me and they'll either say, listen, like, I'm just some barbecue pit chef from Alabama. Like, I have no interest in going on television. And at that point, I got to do kind of a last-ditch effort to kind of get them in there. I'm like, well, you know, this could be good for a lot of things. It could be good because it gives you a chance to kind of expand your food, expand your ideas, to get your name really out there, so you can do a lot of things with it. Like, you may have a restaurant. Well, it may be one restaurant. What if someone in Nebraska hasn't had, you know, your barbecue and it's really good? This gives you an opportunity to kind of travel around and get more people to kind of that. Plus, and this is the biggest thing, you can teach someone. That's what people want to do when they're experts. They want to teach someone. So I'm like, you can teach people how to do barbecue. So they'll either say, really, man, I'm just not into it. Then I say, okay, I'm sorry to bother you. Thank you so much. And you have a good rest of your day. Or they say, okay, I'm interested. What do I do? So the first thing we do is we sign them to a talent hold. A talent hold is basically saying, for an extended period of time, 6 to 9 months, you will not take all of the work we're doing and go to another production company. Like, you are exclusive to us. And they do that. A lot of people, what they do is they get people, talent holds. They get a lot of talent holds, and they hold a lot of talent and they just put it on the shelf. So say this person has a really good opportunity with another show with another production company. They can't, because they signed a talent hold with the first company. So like, that's the first thing that sucks. So what we do is we look for people that we know can get big, and we make sure we make them big. So what FaZe said is, hey, Tfue, you got 100,000 followers. You have 100, average viewers. Like, you're good, but we can get you to that next level. We can make you great. We can make you one of the biggest names on Twitch. You can't do that with ninjas in pajamas. You can't do that with, Lumosity. They go, we're FaZe Clan. Like, we got, Juju Smith-Schuster. We have people on this team. You will be a name. So what you're selling them more on is not the fact that you're going to be on a good team, you're going to win a bunch of games, which you will, because, they're a good team. They're selling you on, we'll make you a name. And that's what a lot of sports agents do. They'll be like, okay, you can go with another, sports agent, whatever. But they're like, but you can really make we represent Russell Wilson. Yeah, artists getting screwed in their first record deal, basically. So they say, the first thing that you have to say to a person like that is, we're taking on all the risk. That is the first thing you say. When you sign with us, we're going to get you money. We're going to get you everything. We're taking on all the risk. What we ask for you is loyalty. Now, loyalty is the tricky one, because little by little, they'll start doing things that really make you question. They're like, okay, why am I getting less money than I would before on Twitch? Like, I'm so popular now. Why am I getting less money? Why can't I pursue other business opportunities? Like, why is this money going? Why is that money going? And then you start to realize that you didn't read your contract. You were so gung-ho about becoming a name that you didn't really read it. You read it, but you didn't read it carefully. So Tfue is now one of the biggest people on Twitch. He should be banking. He should be ninja banking. But he's shackled to FaZe Clan. And one thing that esports don't have that other sports have is they don't have free agency. They don't say like, okay, the contract's run out, like, I'm gonna leave. Once you sign that contract, because esports is very new and the law can't really catch up to it, they kind of own you. So like, if a talent called me and said, hey, I want to get out of my contract, there's two things I can say. One, no, we're not going to let you out of that contract. And also, like, what did that other, company see in you that we didn't? Well, now that we know people are interested in you, we're going to actually start selling you harder. Or two, you can say, yeah, we'll let you out of your contract. We're not in the business of holding you. Like, that's the good thing to say. So right now, Tfue's people, his lawyers, his accountants, his everything, they're not saying like, hey, screw FaZe Clan, like, just go out and get money, blah, blah, blah. What they're saying is, and how they sold this as, this whole industry is unregulated. If you do this, you're the biggest fish to do this, it will be the Tfue law. It will be the Tfue law. It will be your name on it. You will be the reason esports athletes everywhere are able to get bigger contracts, to be able to go out in free agency, to be able to pursue other business opportunities. It will be the Tfue law. He's not here to fuck over FaZe Clan. The way he got it sold to is burn this bridge for the greater good of esports. In order to make esports a viable career for people, this needs to happen. We need to regulate it. So that's what he was sold. And then, of course, the one thing FaZe Clan tried to sell you on is loyalty. All we want for you is loyalty. That means shut up and play your video games. We don't want to hear anything about your contract. We don't want to hear you complain. That's what everyone tries to sell you. We're a family here. I've used that line to sell people on reality TV. We're not a big production company, but we're a family. Once somebody hears that, it makes you feel warm, you know? It makes you feel like, I like these people. Because the other big companies, they're going to try to screw me over. They're going to try to take all my money. We used it in sales training. You're not selling a product, you're selling a feeling always. 100%. So I just think that he was told by his lawyers, he was sold this bill of goods. And now he's doing it. And now how FaZe is trying to get everyone on their side is saying, I thought we were a family. I thought he was my bro. He broke the bro code. He dishonored his loyalty. And honestly, that's not a good answer. You can't just say to someone, you were disloyal. You know? It's a really shit move by an organization. But what they did come out with was what you should come out with is numbers. Always come out with numbers. saying, we took nothing from him. We took absolutely nothing from him. We'll settle this in court. I don't want it to come to court, but here we are. So he's going to go to court basically for the greater good of esports. But they're going to try to sell this as Tfue saying, I'm not making he's making millions of dollars, but now he wants to go out and make more millions of dollars. This is setting a precedent. This is not the career, not just the career of professional Fortnite athletes. This is CSGO athletes. This is for everyone that's ever been screwed over by a contract. You see it on Twitter all the time when they're like, we went out for tryouts, they cut us from the team, they said they were going to pay us, and they never paid us. For Overwatch League athletes, from Contenders athletes, they need stuff like benefits, healthcare. These are things you need. You can't lock their children. You can't lock these children into these contracts. That is disrespectful. Would they settle outside of court? What Tfue wants is for them to release him from his contract. I don't think he's looking for money. I think he's suing to get out of his contract. I think FaZe might fight it because then it sets a legal precedent. If they decide in Tfue's favor and he's able to get out of his contract, a lot of when he was saying the drinking and the gambling in the house, that's just basically a way for them to say, like, FaZe was not healthy for me. They didn't do healthy things. I should be able to get out of it. It's a breach of my contract. I was underage. It was against the law. He's trying to get out of his contract. If it sets a legal precedence that he can get out of his contract like that, then it's going to be like that for every athlete. And it's going to really, like, the owners are already making bank of the big organizations. If they have to start giving athletes like more money, they're going to be pissed. So I don't know what's going to happen. Honestly, I really wish that Tfue wins this because I feel like this is a very unregulated industry. And I feel like if they're able to regulate it a little bit better in favor of the athletes, dude, what happened, voices? If they regulate it for the athletes, then I feel like it would be more of a viable career opportunity, not just for the people on the upper echelons, not just for the Tfues and shit, but for, like, there'll be like entry-level esports athletes. There's not just people at the top making millions. There would be entry level. They'll have health care.